Just give me the diary. Yes. Please welcome the mayor. Thank you very much, Program Director. Let me also appreciate the presence of the Chamber of Commerce led by Mr. Jack Stolt, the Valley University of Technology led by the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Mr. Lowe, the Managing Director, Ms. Bridget, the DTI, Mr. Sipo. We appreciate your presence. The District of Fezle Dabi, the Sasol officials. I have seen Dr. Zwani also arriving. I'm mentioning him because we are working very closely with him. Officials from Sasol, ladies and gentlemen, please feel welcome in the municipality of Metsimaholo. This is one of the best and beautiful municipalities, I can assure you. You are not in the wrong place. You are in Sasol, the industrial hub of the Free State, the only town which is surrounded by a pool of industries and water. All the towns that you find in this municipality, from the head office in Sasolburg, there's a lot of water. And you're moving from Sasol, you go to Denisville, there's a lot of water. Right up to Orangeville, a lot of water. And that is why the name Metsimaholo, meaning plenty or abundance of water. Huh? So we must be proud. We have a history of good things. We have a history of being blessed. Look, it is only in the Free State where you have these industries producing oil, not only for Sasol or Free State, but the whole world. Yeah, the Sasol industry. It's produced here. When I was in China, I said, the only municipality where you'll find Sasol, where you'll find coal being turned from coal to oil and petrol is in Sasol. Natural. It's a natural resource. So as people were singing there somewhere in this country, the God was always with us here in Metsimaholo. He said, now Sasol has been doing well. Now here is water. Exploit it to the benefit of these people around here. Huh? Program Director, the issue of the bulb. Yes. I'll be very excited because from the point of view of a politician, when I look at the bulb, I look at it from a point where it will create a lively environment. And by lively environment, I'm actually referring to producing more of this bulb, people getting more jobs, people coming here, people investing here, having more surplus and better life. Huh? And the same with this Camp City function that we are here today, the launching. And I'm very excited to be here. You know, I was informed at 11:15 that Mr. Mayor, you are supposed to be going to Sasol and give a message. It was 11:15. They said, can we sit down and prepare something quickly for you? I said, no, it's fine. I know I'm a councillor. You know, a councillor, you don't have to be a skilled person. You don't have to be somebody with a prof, somebody with degrees. No, they just let you. They raise their hands. Huh? And you are a mayor tomorrow. Now you have to lead. So they wanted to prepare me something to share with you. Colleagues, the role of government or the role of the municipality is to ensure that We don't compete with business. The role of government is to create a conducive environment, an environment that is invitational, an environment that will ensure that there is development, there is growth, investors come in and plant their seed. And that is the role of government. My role as the municipal mayor, is not to come and compete with Camp City. They are coming with the Eco Park. Now I will come with something, so that we could. No. Our role is to ensure that we develop policies that will ensure that all our emerging businesses, our entrepreneurs, all of them, they grow in the process. And as they grow, the town grows, economic viability, livelihoods better. And that is the role of business, of a municipality. The role of me as a mayor is to ensure that in my interaction with the stakeholders, SASOL, SAPS, everybody, we engage. After engaging, we come up with draft policies of creating that environment. And we are doing that. We have a team of councillors here, members of the mayoral committee. Their responsibility is not to come and compete with you, but to give you support. As we give you support, you grow, develop. And as you develop, you will then be able to create 1 or 2 or 3 jobs there and there. And as you create those jobs, for me, sitting in my office in the municipality, the income of the municipality improving. And as it improves, I'm able to consult with my colleague in the University of the Technology and say, how do I enhance or how do I further expand on this development? And they will then come with the research, new innovations, new ideas on how we can better expand the opportunities for all the business to flourish. And that's why, as a municipality, we entered into a partnership with the University of the Northwest. We said, look, our role is not to come and compete with you. You are there sitting and ensuring that you provide all this knowledge and skills. As councillors, we consult with our people through our IDP processes. And all those ideas, as haphazard as they are, here they are, how can we concretize them? And ensure that they reciprocate. They, at the end of the day, they better the lives of those people. Now, Program Director, if you look at the medium strategic framework of government and our integrated development plan, with regard to the local economic development, there are only 2 or 3 injunctions there. One of them is to ensure that as we transform and accelerate our economic development, we do so in ensuring that we build a cohesive, caring, and a sustainable communities. I want to repeat that again. In the medium strategic framework and our integrated development plan of this municipality of Metsimaholo, one of our responsibilities is to ensure that we build and we ensure that we transform, we accelerate economic growth. But how do we ensure that we build and we transform? Only by ensuring that we create that environment through the policies that we develop. It's not a one-man show. And that's why the president will always emphasize the working together. If we think we are working together alone, we must just forget. There's nothing that we will achieve. And that is why 70 years of democracy, we are still struggling, still complaining about poverty, joblessness, unemployment, high rate of HIV, all those. And if you look at the National Planning Commission, which is led by Mr. Trevor Manuel, it has highlighted all the challenges that this country is facing. And one of them is the skilling. Skilling. Just empower, just inculcate those skills to your emerging entrepreneurs so that they can grow, rise from the soil. And as they rise, they will be able to empower, it replicate. Ensure that we provide sustainable livelihoods. And I think that is why we have this eco park today. I looked at some of the objectives there, ensuring that we are a first carbon neutral development. Carbon neutral development. I'm a councillor, remember? And a carbon neutral development. And what is happening around our environment today? On the 28th, we'll be going to Durban, eThekwini, the COP17. And what are they saying there about the COP17? The research says, and the geologists, they say, look, if all of you, business, church, everyone, government, if you don't start to plan now, the 2000, the temperature that we are experiencing today, if today the temperature is 25 or 27, in 2000 you'll be experiencing more than that, maybe 10 plus. You can imagine. If there is an extra, your body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. And if you have to add more, if you have to add 10, imagine. There will be no living organism on this earth. I'm not sure how we will develop those hard skins. I'm not sure. The vegetation, I'm not sure the technology, the university, the prof will come in there. I think they will come in nicely. So colleagues, the municipality has got opportunities here. We partnered with one municipality in China, in Shanghai, Wuxi municipality. They are having the same characteristics as ours. One, industrialized. Two, lot of water. They have exploited that water to the benefit of the communities there. No, the water that is there, the people are benefiting. Water, industrial, lively and friendly people. The weather is beautiful. The infrastructure, your roads network, and your tourism opportunities. We went there. We have seen those things. I've seen them myself. And we said, we think you also have to come to our municipality and just move around and see whether how can we together ensure that we untap this potential here. They are on their way. As I spoke to them, they were in Nairobi. When they arrived in Nairobi, they had to get these injections before they can come straight to South Africa. They are coming, but it is the leadership of the municipality. Jack, I went there with Jack and other businesses here. We went there. It was not a municipality thing. We said we're taking all the business, all those who I extended the invitation to everyone. But when they come here, they don't come here and exploit the opportunities. You are supposed to be coming in. They can't come and exploit the opportunities here. It is only when all of us work together that we'll be able to realize the bigger goal. And the bigger goal is not about selfishness, greedy. We don't want such business people. We are not interested in the business that is only interested in themselves only. But we want business that will remember that it must grow. As it grows, the economy will grow and all of us will grow. Of course, we know that the motive driving business is profit. But in the process of profit, there will be job creation. And we're not against that. Of course, they must make profit. And we want to appreciate the contribution that Sasol is making in this municipality. We are moving there. The Sisonke bricks, now that you mentioned, ma'am, the turbo technology for housing, I think the Premier will be very excited to hear that one. For housing, because housing is one of the biggest challenges of this country. And please feel free, colleagues. We are here, my office, my door is open. If you want us to engage, if you want us to support you, we are more than prepared to work hand in hand with you. But like I said, as I started, we are blessed. We have got men and women. Look, as you are sitting here, quietly listening to this poor ordinary councillor. It's cooperation. It's cooperation. One of our councillors, the speaker of the council, said the other day, as we were sitting in a meeting, it was a public meeting, he said, he was just he was cracking a joke. He said, because of the image of our municipalities today in South Africa, corruption, you mentioned all those challenges. Inability to collect money, poor service delivery. So this councillor was making an example. He said one of his boys didn't want to go to school. He did not want to go to school. And this thing has been going on for some time. It has been going on for some time. And the father decided one day, his name is Thabo. Thabo, if you don't want to go to school, I regret. Well, the only opportunity that will be left for you is to be a councillor. And Thabo took his books and left. Thank you very much, colleagues.